What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Way Back Wednesday, and today we're looking at the 2011 Senior World Champion Christopher, who used Reshiram Typhlosion to, obviously win the whole World Championship. And I think in 2011, this was actually one of the best decks. It was played a lot, but I think at the time it was probably the best 2011 deck. I would put money on it. I think it's I think it's one of the best decks in 2011 that was underplayed and people didn't really test it that much. Like 2011, like I've said before, was a weird format. We didn't have that much time to practice for Nats and Worlds because they did a format change. But I do think that this was probably the best deck for the World Championship or Nationals all over. It's like really good energy acceleration. It didn't have an auto loss. And Tyranitar Prime was probably an auto loss. But besides that, really good deck, and let's see what is it about. So it revolves around Reshiram. Reshiram has the outrage attack, does 20, and then 10 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. But the second attack is what we're going to use. It has Blue Flare, it does 120, and you discard 2 Fire Energy attached to this Pokemon. Now you might be saying, Squeaky, that's bad. You're discarding Fire Energy, you can't attack again, blah blah blah. But that's where Typhlosion comes in. Typhlosion has that afterburn of Poke Power. Once during a turn before you attack, you may search discard pile for a Fire Energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon. If you do, put 1 damage counter on that Pokemon. This power can't be used if Typhlosion is affected by a special condition. So what we're going to do is streamline the energies back into our Reshiram by using Afterburner from the discard pile onto that Reshiram, which is great because Reshiram discards the energy and Typhlosion gets them back. Now, not only is Typhlosion a really good, a set of Pokemon, he is an amazing attacker as well. He has the attack Flare Destroy. It does 70, and you discard energy attached to Typhlosion and discard energy card attached to defending Pokemon. So if your opponent's low in energy cards, at the end of the game, you can start Flare Destroy them to discard the energies, and they might not be able to attack you anymore, which is fantastic. And a lot of times, you did see this back then. Everything else pretty simple for Cyndaquil and 1 Quilava. And you're going to notice they don't play any, Smeargle. They don't play any Tyro. Smeargle was not legal in 2011. What I'm talking about, no Cleffa and no Tyro. There we go. Make sure I wasn't mixing my worlds up. 2012 was when Smeargle was out. But yeah, that's all it is. It's a 4/1/4 Typhlosion with 4 Reshiram. It's very, very simple, but really, really strong. Alright, so 1 Energy Retrieval to put 2 basic injury cards from your discard pile back into your hand. Just in case, if you only have 2 Typhlosions and you don't have a Fire Energy, you can Energy Retrieval, which is fantastic. 4 Junk Arm, a must-have in almost every 2011 deck, just to reuse any training cards in your discard pile. 3 PlusPower, so you do an additional 10 damage, which it did hit great numbers like Magnet Zone, because Magnet Zone had 140, and if you notice, Reshiram only does 120, so you can double PlusPower, take a knockout that way, which is fantastic. You can outrage then Blue Flare for knockouts as well, and they need 3 energies to knock you out with the Lost Burn, which made Reshiram so strong because you can eventually make them run out of energies. Blue Flare does one-shot Aeon Mega Prime as well. 3 Pokégear. Look at top 7 cards of your deck, choose a supporter card you find there, show it to your opponent, put it into your hand, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. And I think this is another card that was underplayed back then. Pokégear was so strong. It doesn't seem very strong now, but you're basically guaranteeing the supporter card with the Pokégear. It already plays a ton, but just guaranteeing a supporter card for your turn is fantastic. 2 Communication, which is what a lot of decks played to search out the Pokemon. There was no Ultra Ball all the time. There was Dual Ball, but that only gets you base Pokemon, so I don't care about that. 4 Rare Candy to get the Typhlosion out ASAP, and 1 Revive to put a base Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. So that way you can Revive for Reshiram, Revive to Cyndaquil, whatever you need. Revive can help you out. For the most time, you are grabbing Reshiram though. 2 Energy Near Adjustments. Discard energy card from your hand, then draw 4 cards. Now, this is any energy. This can be the Rescue or a Fire Energy, which is fantastic. 4 Collector, which is what you want to start with because it starts for 3 base Pokemon and put them to your hand. So this way you can grab 2 Cyndaquils and a Reshiram, 3 Cyndaquils if you start double Reshirams. Usually, you want to have a Reshiram the active, Reshiram on the bench, and 2 Cyndaquils turn 1. You could go for 3 Cyndaquils. Back then, you definitely could because both decks are needed set up fairly slow. It takes a while before people start attacking. But now in Legacy mode, like you need this you need double Reshiram just in case it knock out your active Reshiram. 1 Elms to search for an evolution card, put it into your hand. You don't evolve, so you can use Elms to search out a Typhlosion and not just a Cyndaquil or Quilava, which is fantastic. For Juniper, 2 in, once again in my favorite supporter card of all time, Shuffle, draw 6. Shauna, why do you still exist, Shauna? This is why, guys, if you don't know, this is why I hate Shauna, because they have Oak, but they did not reprint it, unfortunately. For Sage's Training, look at top cards of your deck, choose any 2 you find there, put them to your hand, and discard the other cards. Now, this is fantastic because you can discard cards you don't need. If you're set up already, you're just digging to find like more Fighter Gs or whatever. You can discard Fighter G Sages. You can discard cards you don't need, like your one-ofs that you can use Junk Arm later on. Like you can discard Retrieval, Revive early on, then Junk Arm for later, which is fantastic. 2 Rescue Energy. When this Pokemon is knocked out, it returns back into your hand. Once again, it's like Splash, but for every Pokemon. So that's fantastic. 10 Fires, and that is going to be the deck. Like I said, it's a very straightforward concept. You just Blue Flare with Typhlosion, but there's a lot of tricky plays you can do with like Outrage and Flare Destroy. There's a lot of different plays you can do. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said before, I think this is one, if not the strongest deck of 2011. It was just like an underdeveloped format. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, so pretty good Sleepy Tire playing a Psychic, Colors, Fighting, and something else deck. So, the card of the coin flip. Ooh, they have a Chikorita coin. Too bad they're not playing Meganium, because that would be an auto win thanks to Grass being weak to fire. But it looks like it's going to be like a Landorus Mewtwo deck, maybe. So, card of the coin flip. Hopefully, you'll be able to go first. And the thing we have to worry about is Hypno, Toxic Laser, because we played no switching cards. And Laser is a pain because it does 30 damage. We have no way to counter the stadium. And we won the coin flip. Alright, so yes, I would like to go first. And on our turn, let's see what will happen. Alright, so great hand. Collector, get like 2 Cyndaquils and a Reshiram, and we'll be good to go. So let's start a Pokemon, and what is it? A Smeargle. Alright, so we're Collector. We'll grab Cyndaquil, and Reshiram. Okay, so we know they're going to portrait us, but our only supporter card in hand is going to be Sages, which is not the greatest for them, I imagine. They'll press done onto our opponent's turn. Like I said, they can portrait, look at our hand, see that we have Sage's Training, and they're like, oh, Sage is not good for me. So floats to the active. Now, they could go for a Hammerhead, do 30 to the active, and 30 to the Cyndaquil, and put pressure on that guy. But hopefully you find a Quilava. There's a portrait. They're only going to hit a Sages, which is not the best thing for sure. They'll got top 5, discard 3, and pick 2, which is not good in your decks that don't play like a bunch of energies like we do that we want in the discard pile. So what do they discard? Right, so a Rainbow. Oh no, Laser. Oh no. Oh goodness, and Tails. Alright, so we're not asleep. That's fantastic. Junk Arm, discard 2 cards. They can go for an Ultra. They discard an Oak and an Ultra Ball, which means they have another supporter card in their hand. There they go, discarding Juniper. And when they grab a Mewtwo, a Landorus, or maybe it's just Landorus, no Mewtwo. They're playing Prism, so it's some kind of weird techie Pokemon for sure. So, let's see what they decide. What does Sleepy Tire decide to get out here? A Landorus? Like, a Landorus makes the most sense here. And a Kyurem. A Kyurem? Who plays Kyurem in their deck? Alright, so Juniper discard their hand, draw 7 to guard. Now Kyurem does have Outrage and Glaciate. So Landorus, Mewtwo. Oh, goodness. A Prism is going to Landorus. It's not good, guys. So retreat to Landorus, and we'll see a Hammerhead doing 60 to the active and 30 to a Cyndaquil. Alrighty. So on our turn, we get a Quilava. So evolve this guy to Quilava. We will Pokégear. Come on, give me a good supporter. I said give me a good supporter. So grab Sage's Training. I guess we'll Sage. Looking for at least a Fire Energy so we can at least Outrage this turn. So Sage's Training. We'll grab a Fire and a Rare Candy. Okay. So we will Rare Candy the Typhlosion. Okay. We will Fire Energy the active and Outrage for 80 damage, which means Blue Flare can knock him out next turn. So poison, whatever. He can Hammerhead for 30, but we have another Cyndaquil, and as long as we find another Fire Energy, we'll be able to attack next turn. So Lander's coming down. Okay. Alright, so let's see what else does he do here. Now, like I said, the Kyurem is very scary. That Outrage is going to be devastating, but we do play those plus powers to help us out. So as long as we hit a Fire Energy, we'll be okay. Okay, an in. Alright, so, I mean, as long as we hit it, okay, we're good. We're going to hit what we need. So, there's a Juniper plus power. Okay, so great hand. I'm going to Fire Energy plus power. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, we're good. Okay, can we take a knockout? Okay, an escape rope. Okay, so I'm gonna set up the other Reshiram. Okay. He's gonna set up Kyurem. He can like Portrait this turn, right? But Portrait's not too scary. So DC to Mewtwo. Okay. I wish we just played Catcher or something to bring up Pokemon, but fortunately we do not. So another Hypnotoxic Laser. Okay. Come on, Reshiram. And heads. We go Night. So he's gonna Portrait, either play Engineer's Adjustment or Juniper. This is a risky play because he has like 3 DCs and. Alright, so he is going to play the Juniper, discard Toe Scrapper, Fighting Energy, and a Garbodor. Garbodor doesn't matter. We have Poke Powers, not ability, so he can't shut that down. Alright, a Trubbish coming down. As soon as I say that, he still puts the Trubbish down. I guess he can go for a Tool Drop. Alright, so here comes Landorus. We'll see a Hammerhead doing 30 to the active. And 30 to our bench, Reshiram. So come on, buddy. Wake up. And heads, we do wake up. Alright, so on our turn. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Fire Energy the active, Reshiram, plus power, and Juniper. Okay, we're looking for a Fire Energy, and we do find one, which is fantastic. So a Fire Energy. Oh wait, no, we did Junk Arm first. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I meant to Juniper first, but we'll Junk Arm. Discard 1 and 2 to grab a Pokégear. Okay. We will communicate a Reshiram back into your deck to grab a Typhlosion. Almost misplayed there. Put down Typhlosion. We will Afterburner a Fire GLTD active. Okay. Retreat to the 7th, 8, 9. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is Afterburner, Fire into the active, and take a knockout with Outrage. Wait, we already played plus power. Oh no, we're gonna do 100 to 10. Ah, whatever. Outrage for a knockout. Alright, yeah, I forgot we already played plus power. So we'll take 2 price cards. We get a Cyndaquil and a Fire Energy. Alright. So my opponent's turn, he's probably with Mewtwo, right? The Mewtwo seems like the best attacker. He's not going to eat anything with the Portrait. We don't have any supporter cards in our hand. Alright. So a Prism going out to Landorus. And he can take a double knockout this turn. Alright, but, I mean, we have Revive. We can't take a knockout next turn. That'd be crazy. Well, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, we can't take a knockout. I mean, our plan is just go for Blue Flare with this Reshiram as long as we hit a Fire Energy. And let's see what 4 new cards we get. There's a Collector, Fire Energy, so we're good to go. We have a Pokégear as well if we want to. Alrighty. So we'll probably see double Hammerhead knock out both of our Reshirams. Alright, so Super Rod. I mean, maybe we should have just traded and attack with the bench one instead. Because now I didn't think about the Hammerhead play. That was just me being dumb. So a Garbodor, double fighting. Garbodor does not matter, like I said. So Ultra Ball, going to discard 2 cards. I hope they go for the Garbodor right now. Discards a Switch and a Trubbish. Come on, put down Garbodor. Put down Garbodor, attach a Floatstone, and you'll be like, wait, it doesn't matter. Alright, so there's Garbodor. Okay. Now he can play Collector if he wants to grab another Landorus. There's Garbodor coming down. Okay. Don't care about that. Bike for 3. How many Junk Arms has played? Just one Junk Arm. Alright, so Dual Ball, Tails, and a Heads. I mean, if he portraits, he would have collected regardless. And there's a Jirachi, okay. Alright, but too bad we don't play any cards to bring out that Jirachi. So there's a portrait. He'll just hit Collector. He can grab another Landorus if he wants to. I don't know if he wants to fill his hand up with a Landorus, though. Okay, he will. He'll grab Mewtwo and Landorus. Okay. Fair enough. I lied. Okay. So I'm going to send the Landorus and Hammerhead for 30 to the active and 30 to this Reshiram. So they go 30 and 30 to this Reshiram. I definitely misplayed. We shouldn't have done that. But we have an option. We can Flare Destroy, discard the energy off the active, which I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send the Typhlosion. He's going to knock out 2 Reshirams, whatever. But we can save our Reshirams. Alright, so on our turn, we are going to Afterburner to the active. Okay. Afterburner to the active. Attach and Afterburner, yep. So do these 3 plays. We'll then Collector for Cyndaquil and a Reshiram. Put down Cyndaquil, put down Reshiram, and we will Flare Destroy, discard the Prism Energy off the active, and do a 70 damage. Alright, so there we go. Discard a Fire Energy, hits discard a Prism Energy, and maybe he can't attack next turn. But either way, we can Blue Flare for the knockout next turn, which is fantastic. Alright, so to my opponent's turn, I'm going to draw a card, and another Hypnotoxic Laser. Do we stay awake or not? Alright, Fighting Energy active, and a Hammerhead. 30 to this guy, and probably 30 to the Cyndaquil, right? Trying to sneak a knockout here. And do we wake up? And Heads, we do wake up. Fantastic. So on our turn, we get Elms. Is Quilava in the deck? No, Quilava's right there. So we're gonna Pokégear and hit a Sage's Training. All right. So let's see, what do we get with the Sage? Give me something good. All right. So we'll grab a Junk Arm and a Juniper. I'm not too scared that he can take a knockout next turn, or this turn. So we're going to treat the 2 fires onto the Reshiram. Fire Energy the active, double Afterburner, and we will take a knockout this turn. So yep, there we go. Fire Energy on that guy. And a Fire Energy on this guy going down to 2 prize cards. Alright, so we're doing it, guys. We're doing great right now. We are taking 4 prize cards. So do Blue Flare. Board knockout doing 120 damage to that Landorus. Alright, how many lasers has he played? I think it's 2 or 3. So there's an Oak and a Fire Energy. Okay, so let's see. How many lasers? That's the scary thing. So here comes Smeargle. Smeargle can Oak. Whatever they want, they have it. So that's very scary. Landorus coming down. Okay. Another DC to Mewtwo. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. He is actually not taking... Oh, he's going to Junk Arm for a Hypnotoxic Laser. So I can knock out this turn. Okay. But what we can do is we can Flare Destroy, discard a DC. We get Elms for a... as long as it doesn't play in, we should be good to go. Just don't play it in, and we have a fantastic start. So Portrait, probably grab the Oak. Okay, Oak, gonna shuffle, draw 6. Just don't hit it in. Please do not hit it in. I beg of you, opponent. Town Map. Okay, don't care about that. Those are some cards. Yep. Mewtwo coming up, and we'll see X-Ball for a knockout, but our plan is to Afterburner to knock out the discard a DC off the active and doing 70. So going down to 3 prize cards. We'll send it the Typhlosion, and let's see what's going to happen. Come on. Alright, so on our turn, we get a Sage's Training. So I'm going to Junk Arm, discard the Collector and Sages to grab a Rare Candy. Oh, no, not card. Rare Candy. Okay. We will then Elms for a Typhlosion. We will Rare Candy into Typhlosion, which is fantastic. Alright, so put that guy down. So, we will attach to the active. Double Afterburner. So, Afterburner number 1. Afterburner number 2. And then we're going to afterburn him once onto the Reshiram so that we can blue flare next turn if needed. So, yep, now we're looking great. We're looking fantastic. We'll do the other afterburner. Put energy on the Reshiram. And we will flare destroy, discarding a DC off the active. Now, he can retreat next turn and go for Hammerhead, but he doesn't knock out anything right now. He could. No, he literally can't knock out anything, which is great. So, discard a DC off the active. Alright, so he took a DC off the price card, but we can knock out the Reshiram with Blue Flare. Alrighty, so let's see what's going to happen. Will he retreat? He can go for Outrage this turn. If he wants to do that route, there is, how many? 3 Prisms at fighting in a DC. Okay. I mean, I believe, guys. I believe that we got this. We got this. He's got to knock out 3 non-EX Pokemon. Well, all we have to do is knock out 1 EX Pokemon. Can we do it or not? That's the question. We don't care about Garbodor. There's an Oak. Gonna shuffle, draw 6 new cards. And does he find... I mean, he detached the DC, which is fantastic. Okay. And also, we can just discard the fighting energy off the active landers. There's a Flowstone going down to Mewtwo. Hypnotoxic Laser, please stay awake, buddy. And heads, no, we go Night-Night. Retreat this Miracle and uses Oak. Okay. Alright. Gonna be a tough turn. Do we wake up or not? So a Prism Energy going at that guy. Don't care about Prism down that guy. Don't care about that. So Portrait gonna get Oak. Okay. We just gotta. If we wake up, I think we win this game. I think we win if we wake up. Just please wake up, Typhlosion. Just beg anybody, please. Just wake up, Typhlosion. Do it for me. Alright, so on our turn, we will retreat to this guy. We will fire to the active. Afterburner number 1. Afterburner number 2. And we will flare. We actually attach the 3rd afterburner as well. So yeah, we'll do that. Another afterburner to this guy, just in case he somehow knocks out the active. I want to be able to power up this, be able to attack with Reshiram. So there we go, another afterburner, and we will flare destroy for the knockout. Now the reason I'm not playing the item cards or a supporter card, if our opponent ends us, I want to have like the most options of drawn cards, so we get a revive, which is fantastic. Okay, so we're looking fantastic, guys. I feel like we have this. As long as next turn we hit a +power, we can knock out Kyurem. If he sends up Mewtwo, we can automatically knock it out. But the bad thing is if he sends up Landers. Ooh, what I should have done was put a Fire Energy onto the Typhlosion so I can use Flare Destroy next turn. Or I think we're still okay though. I think we're still fine, especially the Revive. Okay, so let's see what happens. I mean, there's a Flowstone going at a Landorus. Okay, I don't care about that. I mean, he can retreat and stall. He's played 2 Junk Arms and 4 Lasers, so he has 2 Junk Arms left. But that's 3 turns of sitting with a Landers in the axe spot. Okay. But he's only played 1 fighting. He has to have more, right? I mean, there's no way he uses Glaciate. Like, there's no way possible he uses Glaciate. That's the key thing. And let's see, what does he decide to do? So, Fighter going to Landers. Okay. He can Hammerhead the active. There's an Oak. Gonna shuffle, draw 60 cards. And, does he have any Junk Arms prize? He doesn't. So, does he hit a Junk Arm or not? I mean, those sleep flips were definitely like what's saving us right now. I don't think we flipped a single Tails, which is fantastic. So, we might see the Landers coming up. He can like do 30 to this guy, 30 to Typhlosion, but we can hit it for 70 and power both of our guys. Here comes the Landers, and I mean, if he doesn't have another attacker, we can win. So 30 damage to that guy, 30 damage to probably another Typhlosion. All right. I mean, imagine we'll see a 30 damage on Typhlosion, right? All right. Oh, on the Reshiram. Okay. So on our turn, we get a Fire Energy. I am just going to Afterburner to the active, and Flare Destroy for 70. Yeah, we're just gonna Flare Destroy for 70. Discard. Let's revive for Reshiram, just in case he does decide to knock us out. So grab the Reshiram, put that guy down, put a Fire Energy on it, and we will Flare Destroy for 70 damage. Alright, so there we go. We go. Okay, so we did discard the Fire Energy off the active. So onto our opponent's turn. Drawn a card. What can they do? I don't know. I don't know what they can do. If they sit up Kyurem, we find a +5, we can knock it out. There's a max potion, heal the 70 damage off the Mewtwo, but he discards a DC, okay? But if he has another one, he can. Oh man, that'd be annoying. Alright, so Mewtwo coming up, DC to it, and he will X-Ball for 20, 40, 60, 80, which is enough for a knockout, going on to 2 Rice cards. I think our plan is still sit at the Reshiram and just Blue Flare. Yep, so sit at the Reshiram. We are going to Afterburner number 1 onto this guy. Afterburner number 2 and go for a Blue Flare. I mean, we have... Okay, if he has another max potion, we're in trouble. But I think he's down... This is his 3rd DC, so he has 1 left. So we'll go for Blue Flare for 120. Alright. 60. I mean, he can't knock us out next turn with an X-Ball if he max potions either. It'll just 60, plus a laser, which brings up to 90. We can then retreat and attack with this guy, if needed. I still don't see how he can win this. And he is trying his hardest. I'll give him that. So retreats with Kyurem. Alright, so Kyurem, we don't care about Kyurem. We can knock it out right now. We have a +power in our hand. So let's see, what will our opponent do? This has been the craziest. This has been a good game. So computer search, discard 2 cards from their hand. Will they search for an energy? Will they search for an N? Okay, so a card going to their hand. They have 1 card. So there's a fight injury. So they will outrage, which is not enough for a knockout. And you know what we can do, guys? We can win the game. Alright, so let's see. Make sure we have enough fires in the discard pile. We do. So we'll Afterburner a fire energy to the active. Afterburner another fire to the active. Play a +power. And we will Blue Flare for the knockout. Taking the game against a Landers Mewtwo Kyurem deck, which is a really hard matchup. He can snipe, he has lasers, but everything went our way. So Blue Flare for the knockout, doing 130 to that Kyurem and winning the game. And here we go, guys. This is way back Wednesday playing the Typhlosion Reshiram deck. You can see why it's so much fun. Can we see our opponents? Oh, we can't see our opponent's deck. I really wanted to see if they only played 2 junk arms or not. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Way Back Wednesday. It was a fantastic game. And I think it really does show the power of the Reshiram Typhlosion deck. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokémon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.